Did you feel really scared in China?
I was petrified.
Okay, yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alan, this is My Life in Taiwan, and this is...
I'm Lewis. My YouTube channel is YTZ Taiwan. I've been in Taiwan for a year and 4 months, and I'm from the UK, just like Alan.
And interestingly, Lewis spent 7 years in China.
Yep.
So today I've decided to bring him to Taijiang, the Shichang, to give you a real Taiwanese food experience, and let you forget about all those troubles and woes back in China. Maybe we'll talk a bit about China. We certainly will be talking about Lewis's life in China, as well as introducing him to one of Taijiang's oldest and most traditional morning markets, whilst enjoying some Taiwanese culinary masterpieces, the first of which I did a very terrible job of ordering. 你好，我们就是要2个萝卜加蛋，应该不用，谢谢。
What's this then?
What's this then? Indeed, Lewis. As Taiwanese people watching will know, this is a radish cake with added egg that has been served at the entrance to this market for decades, and even on a Wednesday morning, the place was quite packed with people enjoying this restaurant's speciality.
Wow, look at that.
But luckily, me and Lewis found a seat, and it was time to let the cat out of the bag and tell him what he was about to eat. Wow, okay, so Lewis.
Yes, Alan.
You've been asking me 3 times already just from the walk from where it's prepared.
I'm like, what the hell is this?
This is lobo gao jia dan, which is basically radish cake with egg. It's a vegetable with an egg on top.
Yeah.
The sauce is just a soy sauce, but I've got no idea what this...
pink stuff.
I think it's like a Thousand Island sauce.
Yeah, it looks like a salad dressing. Yeah, it is. All right, let's give this a try then, man.
Let's get in, give it a try, and then we'll have a bit of a chat.
I'm nervous.
No need to be nervous, Lewis, because as we all know, the good thing about Taiwanese people is whenever they watch us eat a food video, they like us to be honest. You beyond pai ma pi, you did pai ma pi ma.
Like kiss ass. Yeah, honest opinion, it's good.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm happy you like it.
I really like it. It's just like a typical Taiwanese lunch.
It's like a breakfast, brunch, lunchy food, lo bo gao. I can't believe you've never had lo bo gao.
Never, mate, never.
Let's get that close.
Oh, shit. You're gonna eat it though, aren't you? Honestly, it's really good.
It's really it's stodgy. It's filling. It's like almost reminds me of like a mashed potato or a rice pudding type thing. The restaurant was continuing to fill up, so excuse a quick camera adjustment. But time to get some meat on the bones of this video and start asking Lewis about the C word. What was the reason for you going to China in the first place?
I had a friend who lived there and he really bigged it up to me and said it was a great place. I went there, I was originally intending to stay there for a year. Yeah. But I actually met my ex-wife and...
oh, well, I've seen your wedding photo. You look in style.
Yeah, that was when I was actually slim.
We all had those days.
I was intended to stay there for a year, but ended up on and off there for like 7 years. The reason why I left was I was in Beijing when the coronavirus was first sort of announced.
Okay.
I just started to see like everywhere just started to close down. The whole country was going into lockdown. I was looking at news reports, seeing people getting like welded into their homes.
My God.
Yeah, you know, and I was getting really paranoid. I felt like if I was even just had a cold or I felt sick, then I would have got rushed into one of these fever clinics that they were calling them, and like I really didn't want to end up like that, you know.
So did you feel really scared in China?
I was petrified, to be honest with you. Yeah.
What were you most scared of?
Just because of their like authoritarian style of government, I think.
Yeah.
You know, they are quite happy just to. They don't care about like locking you in your apartment. You know what I mean? There's no regard for like human life there, it seems.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. It's totally different here in Taiwan, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that a bit later.
Yeah.
How are you finding the lo bo gao?
Really good, man.
Yeah?
It's really good. Yeah. How much was it, mate?
Oh, good question. $45.
Oh, really good. I might have to come back.
Hearing Lewis say he's already decided on a return visit to the market definitely makes it worth making videos like this and opening my friends' eyes to a world of Taiwan they had never seen before. So I asked Lewis what he liked about the market so much.
It's just really cool to see it all lively and everything just starting to open up, and you know what I mean? I can imagine it's going to get a lot busier sort of later on in the day.
Well, the interesting thing about this market is it opens up in the morning. We came like 9 o'clock, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But basically they just stay open until they sell out of food.
Oh, really? So it's not really like a night market kind of thing?
No. This is definitely more like a traditional morning market.
Okay.
Market. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is that this market is perfect for two middle-aged English uncles just like me and Lewis, as we were really enjoying our morning stroll through the market. But soon enough, it was time for us to find something else to eat, and then we'll have a chat about your life in Taiwan.
Absolutely, mate.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Rightio, so we've gone for a noodle dish. And because the lobo girl was so filling, we've gone for one. We're going to just share it, family style. And this dish is called 香式麻酱面, which I think is like a sesame sauce noodle. So there's pork, there's noodles, and then we added the 早派的酱, which is the sesame sauce.
Let's go.
Let's do it. I'm not sure if it's sesame or peanuts, but it's got like a really nutty flavor to it. And the noodles are incredibly fresh, cooked immediately as we ordered.
How much was it?
45.
45.
We've got a theme for today.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have a theme for today, and that's trying to get as much information from Lewis regarding his life in China, about which I am trying to be as balanced as possible. So I asked him, what was the best thing about living in China?
Just the travel opportunities. It's a huge country, you know, it's just different, like north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
It's completely different. They have different cultures and that kind of thing. And
yeah,
just some really amazing scenery. The people there are really friendly as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a really nice place to live.
So it sounds to me like it's basically not a bad country other than the way it's governed.
It's not a bad country.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always try to like make this clear when I talk about China, is I don't have a problem with the Chinese people or their culture or anything like that. It's their government.
Yeah.
Authoritarian rule, really, you know.
Yeah.
It really hinders the country, I think.
And what about the food? How did you find the food?
Again, the food in China is amazing.
Yeah, Prozzy's a big proponent of the Chinese food.
Yeah. Has he not even said that it's better than Taiwanese food? Yeah. But yeah, Chinese food, again, I lived in the northeast, very famous for like Dongbei Thai, and they've just got some really amazing food there, some really great noodles, and this thing called a rojia mo. The way they describe it is like a Chinese hamburger.
Is that like guabao? The same as guabao? Like a Taiwanese hamburger?
It is.
Scores out of 10?
I'd give it like a 8, probably, yeah.
Solid 8 out of 10.
How about you?
Yeah, I would say a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
The problem I have with the sesame sauce, it's a bit thick and it like dries your mouth out.
Yeah.
It's made me feel,
a drink
it's made me feel really thirsty.
So, talking of thirsty, Taichung's second market is also famous for several tea, coffee, and drink shops. So, following the recommendation of a couple we met in a noodle restaurant, we headed for an iced black tea shop.
你好，我要2杯红茶。2杯红茶。
I'll get this one, mate.
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
对。
Once we picked our drinks up, we found ourselves a seat outside a clothing store to continue our chat.
What a nice morning for it!
Yeah, and here we are surrounded by women's blouses.
Taiwan style, just go for wherever you can find a seat. No idea what the shop's name is, but it comes highly recommended from a couple of Miaoli locals. So you gave up on China?
Yeah.
And then you made the choice to come to Taiwan?
Right.
What was the reasoning behind you coming to Taiwan?
Yeah, that's a good question.
But before we got a chance to hear Lewis's answer to that question, the shopkeeper came out to talk to us. And while I thought he may have been asking us to move on, I should have had more faith in the Taiwanese people, as he just wanted to say hi and ask what we were filming.
This is Gary. Hi. We are
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Taiwan 美式.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Taiwan 吃的太多了。
太多。
So yes, thanks to Gary, Mr. Chen, for being so welcoming and letting us use his bench for a rest. But back to that question I wanted to ask Lewis.
So what was your reason for choosing Taiwan?
Yeah, sure. So I just like heard so many good things about it. I was always supposed to come here for a holiday, never got round to it. Just heard that it's kind of like China in many ways. They speak the same language pretty much, and similar sort of culture going on, but just a freer country, just a better country to live for foreigners. So, yeah. I just decided to come here and see what it's like, and so far it's great. So.
Do you think that living in China before helped you integrate into the Asian culture?
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Yeah. You're just used to just the chaos of the traffic, and you know, just like it's really like vibrant and busy all the time. You know? So yeah, definitely prepared me for Taiwan. For sure.
Hearing that Lewis was much happier here in Taiwan than China was nice to hear, of course, but it's a common story among foreigners that make the move between the two countries. But anyway, it was time to say bye to Gary and head for our final couple of foods of the day, which, just like every food available in the market, was being hand prepared to order by the diligent workers in the next shop we were heading to.
Wow, okay, so the day continues, the glorious day of eating continues. So I've brought you for some incredibly traditional baozi, and we just shoot a bit of spicy sauce inside there. Look at that. Looks like a donut.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Cheers.
With the jam coming out. Cheers, mate. Delicious.
Look at that inside.
I love baozi. This is one thing that I can say that Taiwan and China is exactly the same about.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Prozzy said that in China they call these get sick buns because they leave them in the steamer all day, like in a window, just getting hot.
Yeah.
But as long as you get it freshly prepared, straight out the steamer, almost hot to the touch, no problems whatsoever.
I have not had diarrhea in Taiwan like I did in China. Honestly, mate. Good stuff.
Are you happy you made the move from China to Taiwan?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
We did have a question earlier, what was the best thing about China? What would you say is the worst thing about Taiwan?
Man, I'm on the spot now.
Anything.
I really hate the traffic here.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's most foreigners complain.
It's insane. It's so sad that so many people die on the road here.
I just don't like it how like the whole city is kind of like one big car park.
Yeah. The problem is that Taiwan hasn't pedestrianized yet. Like if you go to a lot of city centers, town centers in the West, they're pedestrianized. They've got congestion zones. They're built around pedestrians, whereas Taiwan is still built around scooters and cars.
Yeah.
They have the priority.
There's no consideration for whether people are going to be walking.
Exactly.
And that's really a small, trivial thing, really.
Well, a lot of Taiwanese people will agree with you, and they won't say that it's small and trivial. They know that it's a real so. And the final dish of the day, we're going to end it with this one. In England, we like to eat soup first, right? But any soup that I get in Taiwan, I always like to do it Asian style. You can enjoy the meat and the really delicious ingredients first, and then just fill it up with a bit of soup.
Right.
And some wontons. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Getting soup everywhere, but oh well.
Oh, really light. The pastry is so delicate on the outside of those. I like deep fried wontons, where they go really crispy on the edge when they come out of the fryer. Everything that I've tried today has been spot on. Perfect. I'm coming back here. I just really enjoy sharing these places with the audience, with new friends that maybe have never been here before. And Taichung Second Market is just one market amongst dozens and dozens in Taichung and hundreds around Taiwan that have the same atmosphere, the same people, the same varieties of foods. And I highly recommend that any foreigners that come to Taiwan give themselves the experience of coming to a day market. Not just once. Don't just come here and take photos, but come and experience Taiwan on a regular basis and really integrate into society. And you can feel much more part of the country. Yeah, absolutely. That's my advice. But I think that's it. So it's time to say goodbye. Don't forget to go check out Lewis's channel, YGZ Taiwan, and say hello, tell him you came from my channel. But I think that's time to say goodbye. So as for now, as always, see you next time, my Life in Taiwan. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.